Happy New Year, motherfuckers! It sounds different if you say it that way as opposed to Happy New Year, how you doing? How's your 2012 going? Everybody? Good 2012? Yeah? Yeah? Anybody make resolutions? You know, all that bullshit? I'm gonna get in shape this year, man. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna be fit and everything else like that. Bullshit. I'll tell you this, if you really do want to get in shape, don't use the fucking shake weight, okay? I know you see the commercials and everything. They're like, it will do everything. That shit does not work. That shit's stupid, okay? Doing this is not gonna help you get into shape. It's not. And doing this, that's just gonna make you look like a perverted sprinter, okay? Don't do that. Do not do that. That will not help you. Does anybody actually have a shake weight? Ever, like, use one of those? Nobody? Okay. I can tell you what it's like. I'll go ahead and, like, spoil it for you. If you use a shake weight, it feels like you're trying to jerk off farm equipment. It's so fucking awkward. Like, how is that supposed to motivate you? You know, that motivates you if you're like, man, I got a hot date with RoboCop tonight, man. I gotta get ready for that. That's not gonna prepare you to get fit. I mean, if you're sitting at the gym and the guy walks in, and he's like, hey, bro, I know what the equipment is to do this, and the equipment to do this. But where's the equipment to do this? Huh? What if I want to do this? A little bit of this? Huh? Some of this? Take your towel, take your water bottle, throw it in that dude's face and run, okay? Because that guy's not a fitness enthusiast. He's a potential sex criminal, okay? And fellas, you don't want to mess with a guy with that kind of grip strength. No, I've been working on trying to get in better shape and everything, and I think it's working because I've got a really nice compliment the other day. This really nice lady came up to me and she said, baby, you got a nice ass. And I was like, thanks, Mom. No, I'm kidding, it was my grandma. But still, it made me realize something. Fellas, okay? If a woman ever compliments you on your ass, you can never go to prison. Ever. You will never make it in there. Because in prison you can hide a pretty face, okay? You can't hide a pretty ass. Prison dudes will find that shit. It's like a raccoon, you know, digging in your trash can because there's like a half-eaten hot dog in there. Okay, you got a filthy little bandage, dig it away, clawing and everything. They want to get that wiener in your mouth. I don't even know if I'm talking about the raccoon or the prison dudes anymore. It's scary, it's scary. Don't go to prison, guys. Stay in school, don't do drugs. Happy New Year's. I'm not originally from Los Angeles. I'm kind of like my man Preston over there. Give Preston a round of applause. I'm not sure about Spanx, man. I'm not sure about Spanx. I'm from Texas, and I moved here not that long ago, and it was kind of weird at first because I get here and like everybody wears sunglasses, and I was like, you know, everyone wants to look cool and shit, like Jack Nicholson, you know, or maybe they want to block like the harmful rays from the sun or something. No, it's to cover up all the drugs they've been doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Those big dark sunglasses, trying to look like Lindsay Lohan. No, I'm kidding. Don't do drugs, you. You look like nice girls, right? Ah, she didn't say no. She didn't say no. What's going on here, too? There's two really nice-looking girls right here, and then there's one dude sitting by himself. Dude, you need to move up to the front row, man. Don't be shy. Don't be oh, okay. Are you like his daughters? You're like, Dad, sit in the back row. Sit. Sit all the way in the back. Someone's sitting there. Oh, okay. Now, my dad, I had a great dad. He was from Mexico. And so, like, I had a weird adjustment in my childhood because, you know, like, some dads know how to tell jokes. They're like, you know, hey, what do you call this? I don't know. What? Oh, that. Ha, ha, ha. No, my dad thought, like, you know, hey, is that a joke? You look delicious. I put you in the oven. And then he thought it would be funny to actually try and put the little kid in the oven, you know? Don't put a 4-year-old little white boy in the oven if you're a big, giant, you know, gorilla-looking Hispanic man. But he thought that was hilarious. Another time, language was a little bit of an adjustment for him. And I can give you a good example of that. I'm about 5 years old. I'm working in the kitchen with my mom. My dad's out in the yard working on a project, okay? All of a sudden, he comes flying in the back door of the house, right into the kitchen where we are, slams the door shut, starts putting stuff in front of the door and everything. And he's breathing heavy, like darting his eyes around and everything. We're looking at him, we're like, what's going on? He's like, no, go outside. He said, that beeps. We're ducking down and everything. I try to like look out the windows. No, it's the beeps. We're sitting there freaking out. We're like, I look at my mom. My mom's like, I go, Dad, what are beeps? He goes, it's the beeps. peeps is I fly around and it's a sting. You mean bees? See, beeps. No. Bees. There's no P on beeps. He was convinced there was a P at the end of beeps. Kept saying that shit for years. Even like years later, I'm 12 years old. We're having our first father-son sex talk, or as he'd like to call it, the birds into beeps. And again, we're working on another yard project, and in the middle of it, my dad looks at me, and he goes, "Mijo, you make a love to the woman, you wear the hat." And he went right back to working. And I'm like 12 years old. I'd never kissed a girl or anything at that point. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. Years later, I figure it out, okay? And if any of you ladies, kind of get lucky tonight, maybe we go back and everything, don't get weirded out. If I stop things down, I gotta go back and grab, a little cap, maybe a cowboy hat or a construction worker hat or something. I'm just following the advice that my dad gave me. It's worked for me so far, so I just want to keep going with it. But I got one last story for you. This is a really good one. I went back to visit my parents while I still lived in Texas. I was gonna go camping with someone, with a girl. I had my cowboy hat and on car. And I'm getting my camping gear together, and I asked my mom about insect repellent. She goes, "Oh, go ask your father. He has a really good suggestion for you." I was like, shit, this is gonna be good. So I go out there and I go out to my dad, and again, he's working on that same yard project and everything. And I go, "Dad, what do I do to keep the bugs off me while I'm camping?" And he goes, "Oh, mijo, you know one of the mosquitoes will hit you? You take it to the rag, you put it in diesel fuel, put it in your skin, it's no problem." And he showed me, he had like a 12-gallon jug of diesel fuel. And he took the rag and he showed me how to get it wet and put it all over my body and everything. And I looked at him and I was like, "Are you serious? You want to take diesel fuel? Sí, mijo. You want to put it on this rag and rub it all over my skin? Sí, mijo. And then I'm going to be out camping. I'm going to have like a campfire. And I'm going to be grilling food in front of an open flame, just smothered in diesel fuel. Sí, mijo. The mosquitoes is a no bitch you." And I was like, "Dad, what if I burst into flames?" And he goes, "Mijo, you camp by the lake, you catch a fire, you jump in the water." I said, "No problem." All right, I hope all of you are having a great New Year's. Continue to do that. Thank you very much.